Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we are testing out some new luxury makeup. Super excited for the products that we're going to be talking about today. Obviously I'm going to do a first impressions right now, and then I will try the rest of the products for the rest of the week and come back at the end to let you know my final thoughts. We have some exciting things from Tom Ford. Including his new Creme Eye Color Quad. And then we also have a mascara from YSL and a cream bronzer from Chanel, which by the way is now at Ulta Beauty. So in case you're an Ulta shopper and you want to start getting into luxury makeup, this is definitely an option that you can check out. Let's go ahead and start with the eyeshadow palette. I am super excited about this. So this is Tom Ford's Eye Color Quad Creme, fancy, in the shade 35 Rose Topaz. And here we go. Here are the shades in this Creme palette. I am a huge fan of Tom Ford's powder eyeshadows and also his cream eyeshadows that come in a pot. I'm a huge fan of those. I have like 3 or 4 of those colors just because the formulas wear really well. They're super pigmented. From a cream shadow pot perspective, they are definitely one of the best ones on the market, hands down. So I'm going to do a quick swatcheroo of these 4 shades on the back of my hand and we will see what's up. Let's see if we can get a zoomies here. I feel like it's not really showing up on camera very well. This one is definitely a glitter shade right here. And so let's actually take a look at the description here and see what is different about this eyeshadow palette compared to all of his other formulas. So the description on the website, as I hold my phone up awkwardly and read to you, is infused with pigment technology with rich emollients that mimic the structure of skin's ceramides. These long-wearing eyeshadows move with skin for a crease and flake-resistant finish along with high-impact intensity. The creamy hues impeccably enhance eyes in one swipe. So I will definitely say, I think the shade that I picked up is certainly a bit more of on that like natural side. So I might not be able to see some of that really high intensity, but let's get to applying this and kind of see how it goes. I'm going to use this pink shade, which is a matte shade right here, as an all over lid color, brighten with this one, and then we're going to do that glitter topper here, and then a little bit of a smoky liner with this one. So let's go ahead and see how this goes. We are done with our eyeshadow look. The one comment I would say is that I just used all 4 shades of this eyeshadow quad and it was super quick to do this eyeshadow look. It's very simple. I didn't do anything too extreme today. What I want to say is that the formula, okay, it's not a cream eyeshadow, which is kind of what I was expecting it to be. It's more of like a very soft powder, which makes it really easy to just put on your eyelid and blend out very easily. I would say that if you are a beginner to eyeshadow and you're interested in luxury makeup, of course, because the price is obviously higher, this is probably actually a pretty good option because I think it's really easy to work with, and the pigmentation is actually, it's not too bad. I don't know if you guys can see it. I feel like I picked up these shades are quite a bit lighter than what I normally go for, and so I feel like this is a very brightening look, which is like odd because normally I'm like, hello, can I get more smoky? So yeah, but so far I actually kind of like it. It looks pretty good and it was so easy to do. I'm gonna have to come back at the end of this week to let you guys know how I feel about this eyeshadow and whether or not I think it's worth the luxury price tag. Let's go ahead and finish up the eyes here. So what I'm gonna use now is the YSL Lash Clash, it's really hard to say, Lash Clash Mascara Volume Extreme. Oh my gosh, that's actually some really cool packaging from YSL. So you can see that it has the logo on top and it's like, it comes out. I don't know how to describe this. It's not like embossed. It's like
3-dimensional. It's another piece.
Yeah, it's just another piece that's on here. So packaging definitely is super cool. Very sleek. Wow, that is a large brush. All right, so we're looking at Kind of your typical Christmas tree shape here, which I really, really like. And let's see how it goes. I'm not wearing anything on my lashes right now. Don't have any lash primer on, so we're going to be able to really tell what's what. So this is the first coat. It actually looks pretty natural right now. What I like about it though is that my lashes feel super, super separated, which I really, really like. So we're gonna go in with a second coat here. It's done a really, really nice job of volumizing, but not getting super, super clumpy, which I really, really like. I've actually tried quite a few of YSL's mascaras. I've even tried their mascara primer, which I do not like their mascara primer. I think it's crap. Some of their other mascaras are pretty good. What I found though with a lot of them is that I do feel like they get super, super clumpy. Actually, that's the same problem that I have with their primer. The primer gets very, very clumpy, and then it just makes whatever mascara you put over it just as clumpy. Now we're going in with our third coat. And so I'm really pleased actually with this just because it's separating out my lashes, which I think is really nice. It's nice to use a YSL formula that's a little bit more on the drier side so that you can build that volume without it just being so wet that your lashes clump together. And believe me, as someone who does not have many lashes, the separation is a really, really big thing for me. Otherwise you end up looking like your eyes are like this, right? That's kind of cyclopsy. Which again, I know I've said this before on my channel before. I recognize that a cyclops is like a one-eyed monster, not like a one eyelash monster, but that's just how I refer to it. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on my lower lashes here and see how it goes. Okay, so the brush is a bit much for the lower lashes. It's really hard to get in there. So I have a little bit of a smudgy right here, which I'll just let that dry and then I'll kind of wipe that off. So hopefully, as I look into the camera, like my lashes look pretty good. Dare I say it? I think I like this mascara more than I like the eyeshadow quad. Based on first impressions, I feel like I just found my new favorite mascara though. I know that I don't sound like super excited, but like I'm excited. If this wears well and does not flake, does not smudge throughout the day, I'm pretty stoked. I'm pretty stoked on this. Now to our Chanel bronzer. So this, again, by the way, Chanel's at Ulta. Ooh, exciting. Chanel actually reformulated their Healthy Glow bronzing cream, I want to say about like 2 to 3 years ago. Something like that. And when they came out with their new one, I picked up the original shade, but it was actually really, really light on my skin tone, and it kind of just, I don't know, like blended away. It didn't blend away into nothing per se, but it just, I would really have to pack it on in order to see any kind of an effect. And so when they came out with the shade Soleil Tan Deep Bronze, I was like, maybe I'll pick up that one and see if I can get this formula, this shade to work a little bit better on me. It comes with quite a bit of product, by the way. It comes with 30 grams, and so that's pretty impressive. This is what the product looks like. Always super fun with the swirlies, and let's see if it smells like the typical Chanel cosmetics. Yeah, has that Chanel scent to it. Definitely does. Whoa. Whoa. It's like, it feels like melted chocolate. Yes. Wow, that's so crazy. Okay, let's do a quick swatch here. Whoa. So the formula definitely is like a very, very, very creamy. I like that sort of glow that it has to it, so it's not a totally matte bronzer. I'm gonna pick that up. And let's see how this looks. So far, just based on this swatch, it feels very promising. Like you can actually see that this has dried down quite a bit. You can still blend out the edges, but hopefully, I don't know, let's see. That Chanel fragrance is so strong. That's the one thing I will say. If you are not a fan of fragrance in your products, I would probably steer clear of Chanel just because everything that they come out with is heavily fragranced. Not a super precise nose contour. It got a little wonky there, sorry. All right, let's go ahead and close this and then blend this out. really like how this looks. I don't feel like it was patchy as it was being blended out. I feel like it's sitting on my skin really, really well. It's actually funny because I just tested out a ton of like liquid bronzers from Glossier and Milk Makeup, and I actually think, not that a liquid and a cream are the same per se, but I would say, I don't know, it's different than a powder bronzer, right? So sometimes I tend to group them together in like a category. For me, I would say I actually like how this looks, and I'm checking in the monitor pretty heavily too, just so I can see. It looks like it blended out without any patchiness, which I love. The color actually looks really, really healthy as well. Obviously, when you first pack it on there and you draw that first line, it looks really, really deep, but what I'm looking for is when it blends into my skin, can I get rid of all of that extra heavy lines and be able to blend it out without it fading into my skin, which is, again, kind of what my issue was with the original cream bronzer from Chanel, was just that, like, it kind of disappeared into like nothing unless I really packed it on. In this case, I feel like I used very, very little of the product and it looks really good. I can't stop staring at myself. I'm gonna stop now, okay. All right, the last couple of products that we are going to be trying are two different lip products from Tom Ford. The first one is his lip color in Sable Smoke, and then I also have his lip gloss in, I almost don't want to say this like on camera, but it's bare-assed. I don't know. I'm not part of his marketing department. I'm not the one who changes, you know, who chooses the shade names. I do think they're really funny though. So here is Sable Smoke. This is a gorgeous pinky brown nude shade, which I'm sure all of you that are watching are like, oh yes, of course she chose that lipstick to go with. How do I show it to you? Here is the lipstick in Sable Smoke, which is a gorgeous pinky brown nude shade. I may or may not have a million lipsticks that are that shade, but I don't know, you like what you like, right? So all right, and then here is the gloss in Bare-assed, and this is actually a little bit more of a plummy gloss. So let's go ahead and layer these together. I am going to slightly line my lips though with my Vive lip liner in the shade Brat, just to give this a little bit of definition. I love how this lip combo looks. Let me test really quick to see if this gloss is sticky. It's not sticky. What? And it's very, very shiny, very, very gorgeous. I actually love this combination together. I would wear the lipstick on its own and the lip gloss on its own as well, but together I just feel like it looks so juicy, so like pinky brown nude, which is totally up my alley. And that pretty much concludes today's first impressions of these luxury makeup items. As a quick little recap, big winners are the YSL mascara so far for me, the lip products from Tom Ford. I even really, really like this Chanel bronzer. I think it's really beautiful. What I love too is that I actually haven't even layered any blush or any highlight over it, and I just feel like everything looks so good and so healthy. Like it's really, really nice. The only thing that's up in the air for me as to whether or not I like this is the eyeshadow quad. I'm gonna think about it for the rest of this week and come back with my final thoughts and really tell you whether or not I think it's worth it. The more that I look in the monitor, I do think it's really, really beautiful, but do I think it's worth the $90 I think that Tom Ford eyeshadow quads are now? Questionable. So yeah, I'm gonna close this out. I'll see you guys at the end of the week and we will discuss. All right, bye. Hey everyone, welcome back. It is now Saturday and time for our final thoughts on the products that I have been reviewing, with lots of puppy noises in the background. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. There's no time like the present. Let's talk about the Tom Ford Eye Color Quad Creme. I get why he developed this. If you are one of those people where you find that your eyeshadow creases over time, and I'm talking about like, not creasing where like, because everyone has creases in their eyelid, right? I'm talking about creasing like when you can literally see like after your eyeshadow has been on for a long time, there are literally like blank spots in your eyeshadow. That's what I mean by creasing. If you are one of those people that experiences that on a regular basis, and you're interested in luxury makeup, you may want to check out this eyeshadow. I found that this wore beautifully throughout the day. It didn't crease at all on me. It just, I think it has to do with how fine the powders are. I'm not entirely sure what makes that magic happen, but for me, I just found that, I don't know, there's something in this that makes it so that when you place the eyeshadow on, it just fills in those gaps really, really beautifully. And so I think for me, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. It's particularly good for if you really want, especially this shade, it's particularly good if you want to have something that's a little bit more brightening. I actually feel like I look very awake whenever I wear this eyeshadow palette, which is a win for me because lately I've just been like really tired. So that's the eyeshadow palette. I get why he created it. I still really like his original formula as well, but that's just my personal thoughts on it. The one luxury product out of all of this that I think you absolutely have to go check if you are interested in huge volumizing like mascaras that just look really good, don't flake, and are awesome. Definitely recommend the YSL mascara. Every single day that I wore this, I loved how my lashes looked. Didn't have any issues with my smudging or anything like that, so big win on that front. And then the lip products from Tom Ford. Honestly, Tom Ford lip products are always really, really amazing. My favorite thing though is this gloss. I absolutely loved this. I can always tell when I really, really like a lip product when it goes from my vanity straight to my purse. And this one literally went, oh, unboxed, try the first time, and then it went straight into my purse. Like I had to actually go and get it in order to talk about it today. I really, really like this. There's no complaints about it. Color's absolutely beautiful, wears really well. His lipstick is also super beautiful, but I feel like everyone knows that Tom Ford lipsticks are really nice, so I don't want to drone on and on about, you know, how great it is. I do want to talk about, however, the Chanel bronzing cream. So what I ended up doing is I grabbed my universal one as well, just because I want to show you guys the shade difference. And it makes me laugh that the original one that they came out, they called universal, because that ish in this shade, and you're about to see it, is not universal. So here's the difference between the original Chanel cream and then the one that I picked up. I don't know why they thought that this would be a universal shade, so let me go ahead and do a quick swatch for you folks so that you can just see the difference. So here is the original, and then this is the Tan Deep Bronze. The big difference here. So I have found that with the original, whenever I try to pack that onto my face, like I end up throwing so many layers on my face that it just like, it's kind of ridiculous. Whereas with this one, I really did feel like I could just put that one layer on, blend it out, and it looked really, really beautiful. In terms of the formula, this is so easy to work with in terms of a cream contour product. So if you are new to contour, if you are new to cream products, this is actually not a bad product to start out with because it is so easy and foolproof. Yeah, I would also say that it also has a decent wear time, which is impressive for cream products. Now, I will say that for me, whenever I wear cream products, I do tend to powder my face down with a translucent powder just because I am slightly more oily right here. Just a quick note about that. So all in all, I would say this week was I don't know. I struggle sometimes when I'm talking about luxury products because I don't want to sit here and like advocate for you to go and like spend all your money on this, but for me, it was a pretty good week in terms of trying out all of these products. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, that pretty much closes up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you liked this video, please feel free to like and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you guys next week. Thanks again for watching. Bye. If you are a luxury fan makeup and you are interested in Tom Ford products, maybe, but...
Luxury fan makeup.
Wait.
A fan of luxury makeup?
Thank you. It's not, like, not a liquid, kind of gel-like, but a little bit thinner than a gel. So, okay, I guess a cream. What am I saying? I swatched it in a really, really weird place. Okay. How do I, what did I do? Why did I do? Oh, here we go. There we go.